comes to starting your seeds in the spring, do you sort through package after package after package of seeds and try and, separate them and read them and figure out which ones go in now and which ones go in outside and which ones go indoors and which ones start at 6 weeks? Come on down to the countertop and have a look at my solution for this. So what I use is a photo storage box. They're airtight, or nearly airtight, so they protect your seeds from fluctuations in moisture and fluctuations in temperatures. You can put them in a cool, dry place like a closet or under your bed or somewhere where you're not having a great fluctuation in humidity. By putting them in your fridge or your freezer, you bring them out and the humidity will condense on the seeds, and then it can promote molds and stuff like that. So it's better to keep them in a cool but not cold dry place. And I'll have links down in the description box for you to have a look at these. And how have I organized these? I've divided these into seeds that will be started indoors, seeds that will be started direct, herbs, and flowers. I prefer this method instead of sorting my tomatoes and my radishes and my kale and my squash, because those all have different start dates, and if you come up to 10 weeks before your last frost and you're supposed to be starting your seeds, now you have to sort through and read all those package labels. So it's 10 weeks before your last frost date. I'll give you a hint at the end on how to find your last frost date. You want to start your seeds indoors. You can grab a single packet of your vegetable seeds that's already dated for you, and you know everything in this package is suitable to be planted right now. I can go to my herbs and I can do the same thing. These are the herbs that will be planted indoors 10 to 12 weeks before the last frost. I have created packages for 4 to 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, 8 to 10, and 10 to 12 weeks. As I was going through the herbs and flowers, I don't have as much a range, but I did label those appropriately for the number of weeks as well. This one is flowers, and it's 4 to 6 weeks ahead of time, and I know I can start my marigolds 4 to 6 weeks ahead of time. I start a lot of marigolds. We have a rabbit problem here and deer, and I just put these around the outside perimeter of the garden, and I put them right in amongst the garden, and I didn't have any trouble last year at all. So this is indoor vegetables, herbs, 4 to 8 weeks and direct. I have a separate package for microgreens, which is empty right now. I have direct, so that will go in April. I had to create 2 of those because peas take up a lot of space because the seeds are so large. I have direct, so in May, just because I have so much variety that goes in at that time of year, and a few in June, and I have a lot in the flowers at 4 to 6 weeks, and then I have the flowers that go direct. Certainly, if you have more seeds than I do, you get more containers, and you can keep one container full of vegetables and another one full of flowers, or whatever works for you. But I find it so much easier to grab a package, and I know I have 8 weeks left. I know I have to plant the seeds in here. Another bonus of this is, you know what the weather's like in April? April showers bring May flowers. Well, it starts raining while you're planting your seeds. You can just pack them all up real quick in here, and you've got that to go. This fits in one hand, so you can carry it right to the garden and right back out again just as quickly. And as I suggested earlier, they're rodent resistant. I had a bag in an outbuilding, and 3/4 of my seeds were eaten. 75% of my seed packets. I was completely out of lettuce. All of my tomato seeds were gone. All of the squash and pumpkin seeds were gone, and a bag of about 1 pound of corn was gone. So we're restocking our seeds this year, and frankly, I don't mind. It gives me a chance to replace those mainstream seeds with some heirloom or organic seeds, so I can start seed saving. And that'll be another method of storage. So I've got some seed packages here to put away. I'll just pop them into their appropriate case according to the description on the back. And I went over how to read a seed package in a recent video. I'll link that in the end screen, and I'll put a link in the description for that. Maybe I'll create a playlist. Earlier I mentioned that you need to know your last frost date so that you can put your seeds in according to that 4 to 6 weeks or 8 to 10 weeks before your last frost. It is available. All this information is available on almanac.com. I'll put a link in the description below as well. You plug in your postal code or your zip code, and it simply tells you what your date is. I have that in the other video too. Thanks for sticking around, guys. I'll see you next time, and I hope you find this method is helpful for you.